So, Charles Oliveira, he just knocked out and destroyed Michael Chandler. Destroyed him. Finishes him. Not destroyed because in the first round, Charles Oliveira he got hurt. He was fighting pretty good in the first round. No, not Charles Oliveira. Michael Chandler was fighting very well in the first round. He actually hurt Charles Oliveira in the first round. But then Oliveira, he shoots for a double leg and gets the double leg. Michael Chandler, he goes for a guillotine submission. Oliveira defense, and he's on top. Then Michael Chandler, in a bid to get back up, he gives up his back. Oliveira takes his back, and then Chandler, so experienced in jiu-jitsu, he is able to. I mean, even though Oliveira has the hooks in, he's able to like reverse the position. He's able to just reverse the position, and get back up to his feet and get out of the body lock that Oliveira had on his back. He got back up at the end of for the rest of the round, he basically he boxed well and fought well for the rest of the round. He actually hurt Oliveira again. Oliveira pulled guard, and the round was pretty much over after that. Then in the second round, Michael Chandler got hurt in the round, and then he gets finished with a right hand, like right here. He gets finished against the cage. He gets backed up. He gets hurt with a punch. He goes down. He comes back up, and then he gets finished. And the referee has no choice but to call it. He was non-stop action in the first round. Yeah, Chandler hit a couple of nasty calf kicks early, but then came back with a staggering left hook that blasted Oliveira, putting the Brazilian on wobbly legs. Oliveira scrambled for a takedown. He got it, which led to Chandler grabbing onto a guillotine choke. Exactly. He slipped free, but he actually scrambled to take Chandler's back. But the reason he scrambled was because Michael Chandler was trying to get back up. But he eventually exploded free from the back position before working his way back up to the feet. From there, Chandler cracked Oliveira with a huge left hand that put him back on the mat again. Chandler continues to assault with Oliveira pulling guard just to make it to the end of the round. Exactly, he pulled guard because the referee could have stopped the fight. He had to show him something. Because if you are taking unanswered punches on the ground and you're getting ground and pound, you need to cover up or show the referee something. You gotta show him something. If you don't show him something, he's gonna stop the fight. So he did well there. And in the second round, at the end of the round, Chandler's corner was telling him, "Oh, you're doing good. Everything was going well," and it was going well. So I'm surprised. Actually, no, I'm not surprised that Chandler didn't use his wrestling in this fight because on the ground, I don't think he would want to fuck with Oliveira on the ground. I don't think that's a good idea. It's a bad idea. So then, he landed the left hand, and Chandler got rocked, and he finished him. Yeah, he was finished. It was a good stoppage. I mean, Oliveira had to have a fucking 8-fight win streak to get this title shot. An 8-fight win streak. Don't you think that's Dana White privilege? I mean, he's not really lying when Tony Ferguson said that he had to fight Clay Guida, Chris Giagos, Jim Miller, David Taymor, Nick Lentz, Jared Gordon, Kevin Lee, Tony Ferguson, Michael Chandler. So he has a 9-fight win streak right now in the lightweight division. He had to win 8 fights before that to get a title shot. Tony Ferguson gets 12 fights, gets a 12-fight win streak, still doesn't get a title shot, has to fight a killer in Justin Gaethje, loses the fight, fights another killer in Oliveira, loses that fight, fights another killer in Beneil Dariush, loses that fight. So Tony Ferguson, he's been fighting straight killers. I don't think he should get released. I think he should probably maybe fight a step down in competition. I don't know. Tony's Tony. He's gonna do whatever he wants. The lightweight division is looking pretty interesting right now. I can look at like there's a lot of matchups that you can make. If you look at the lightweight rankings, let's see. Lightweight, there's a lot of fights. Even Gregor Gillespie's coming up too. Wait, why hasn't it been updated? Oliveira is the champion, right? Wow, it hasn't even been updated. Okay, so Dustin Poirier, he's number one, rightfully so. I think the fights that should get made next are Michael Chandler should fight Justin Gage. Yeah, I guess that's a good fight. They're both coming off of losses. So Chandler versus Gaethje, that's a beautiful fight. I think that should happen. Oliveira versus the winner of Dustin Poirier and Conor McGregor. And then there's another fight that I was thinking about. Benil Dariush. He should probably fight what, like who? Yeah, but the thing is, Gaethje has to wait a couple months to fight Oliveira. He hasn't fought since Khabib, so maybe he should fight someone like RDA because he's gonna be on the shelf for a while. I mean, that's probably not good for his longevity. He doesn't want to have too much ring rust. Maybe he should fight Dan Hooker or even Benil Dariush. That would be a good fight. But then Benil Dariush said that he was going to be out for the rest of the year because he had his baby was getting born or something, so he needs some time off. So the only fights that really make sense for Justin Gaethje is RDA or that's about it. Michael Chandler, if he wants to wait. Islam Makachev is a pretty good fight. Or Gregor Gillespie. He could fight Gregor Gillespie, Kevin Lee, Islam Makachev. Who else? Or RDA. Those are the fights that can be made. It's a very good, interesting division, man. I mean, after the Conor McGregor and Justin Gaethje fight, I mean Dustin Poirier fight, I think that the winner should fight the Oliveira. Oliveira should fight the winner of Conor versus Dustin, and Chandler should fight Gaethje. But Chandler's gonna be out for a while. I already said that. So yeah, I mean the lightweight division is looking really nice right now. I think the standout opponent is probably Benil Dariush. I think he's gonna get a title shot down the line, but I don't think Oliveira can beat Conor or Dustin. To be honest, I mean he's better on the ground, but his takedowns are not that beautiful. I guess in a way. I mean he took Michael Chandler down, but Chandler didn't really defend the takedown. He went for a guillotine submission. So I think Chandler probably could have defended the takedown. What do I think about Tony Ferguson? Maybe he should fight someone like Kevin Lee again, or Paul Felder, or Dan Hooker. Oh, that's a good fight. Tony Ferguson versus Dan Hooker. That's a good fight. Yeah, that's a great fight. Tony versus Dan Hooker. Beautiful fight. I like that. I like that for Tony. I think he should fight Dan Hooker. 100%. Man, the card was so good. Antonina Shevchenko, she got fucked up in that fight. She got submitted by which weight class does she fight? I mean, she fought Andrea Lee, and she fights wait, not this weight class, not strawweight, it's flyweight. Yeah, here it is. So Antonina Shevchenko was fighting Andrea Lee. She got submitted with what was the submission? It was an arm triangle choke. Triangle, yeah, arm triangle choke, I guess. But well, basically, what happened in this fight was Antonina got caught in a triangle in the second round, or the first. It was the first round, right? Yeah, it was the first round. She got caught in a triangle, and then Andrea Lee, she basically manipulated the arm and got her into a armbar, a modified armbar from triangle choke. She couldn't finish the triangle choke because she couldn't get the angle on it. So she had to go for an armbar, which worked. So congratulations for Andrea Lee. I didn't think that fight was gonna be that easy for Andrea Lee. The takedowns were a good asset for her to win that fight. So yeah, lightweight man, I really like the lightweight division. Man, that this lightweight division is popping, bro. Dustin fights Conor, that's a beautiful fight. Tony versus Dan Hooker, beautiful fight. Justin versus RDA, beautiful fight. And then maybe even Michael Chandler versus Benil Dariush. because Justin, yeah, actually, Justin versus Michael Chandler. But if Justin wins against RDA, maybe he deserves a title shot. Or he could fight Gregor Gillespie too. Gregor Gillespie's open, I think. Now he fought recently against what was his name? Some guy. He fought against someone. I don't remember his name. It was some guy, Brazilian black belt or something. Ferreira, yeah, Ferreira. I think he's unranked, right? Ferreira was unranked, right? No, he's 14. He beat him, and then he's moving on a little bit. So maybe Gregor Gillespie versus Islam Makhachev is a beautiful fight too. That's a good fight. That's a beautiful fight. Islam, that would be a tough fight for Islam Makhachev though. Makhachev is not the best opponent wrestler to wrestler, but he's a great wrestler. So he probably beats him, but I don't know. He probably beats him. Probably. I would favor Islam to win that fight just because of the Khabib connection. But anyways, that's about it. The UFC 262 card was pretty good. I enjoyed it. I watched the whole card, except for the early prelims. I watched the prelims and the main card. Yeah, it was pretty interesting. Edson Barboza came back too. I don't know. I mean, the guy that he was fighting, I don't know why he didn't use much more of his wrestling. Because Edson Barboza's always struggled against wrestlers, but that guy's not really a wrestler, right? Who did he fight? He fought some guy. His name was, what was his name? Forgot. Yes, he beat. Who did he beat again? Who did you beat, bro? Oh, you beat Burgers, Shane Burgers. He probably should have went for some more takedowns. Apparently, that guy's a brown belt or something like that. Dan Ige beat him, and he beat Amir Khani. That's not really a great fighter. Burgers, he's not even in the top 15, right? Shane Burgers, where's he at? Not even here. I don't know. I don't think Edison Barboza can beat Max Holloway. I don't think he can beat him. I don't think he beats Chan Sung Jung either. Calvin Keita, I don't think he beats him either. So I don't know. I don't think he beats any of these guys in the top 10. He could probably beat up on these guys in the top 15. Maybe. Sadiq Yusuf is a pretty good fighter too. He's a pretty dangerous fighter as well. So, and honestly, I don't know what happened to that guy. That guy that looks like what's his name? Did they kick him out of the rankings? What happened to that guy? What's his name? Calvin Cater versus Magomed Sharipov. Was it Magomed Sharipov? Yes, exactly. Zabit Magomed Sharipov. What happened to this guy? Why does he get fights? Stone tired of fighting, that's what they say. We are waiting for what Zabit will himself will say. Do not forget the option where Zabit can still fight in some. I spoke with close people of Zabit to understand how things are going. They say that Zabit is very likely to end his career and will not fight again. A long time without fights, no motivation. Zabit is tired of fighting, that's what they say. We're waiting for what Zabit will himself will say. Wow, I mean he beat lots of good fighters. Wow, he hasn't fought since November 19th. It's crazy, man. Max Holloway beats him, I think. He doesn't beat Max Holloway. What's wrong? Like, why doesn't he fight? I don't understand. Isn't he like really good on the ground too? He's a beautiful wrestler too. Crazy. Yeah, he got removed because of inactivity. At the time of removal, he was ranked number three. So if he's in the rank number three, that means he only needs one more title fight to get a title shot, right? Submission too. This guy is good everywhere. He's good on the ground. He's good on the stand up. Um, He's a very good fighter. Very good fighter. But what's up with Yair Rodriguez? Why is he so inactive again? Man, he got dominated against Frankie Edgar, man. Yikes, that fight was insane. He got fucking dominated in that fight. Super dominated in that fight. Whew. Fuck, man. He got wrestled. He got this shit wrestled out of him. He beat Chandler. Oh yeah, that fight was beautiful. That was like the best fight that I've ever seen.